LAWKIN99, hello Donald. Bernie H, hey Donald, I'm at work. So I will be listening. Oh, no problem, Bernie. No problem, Bernie. Just for anybody that comes in and stuff, I did put my need list or want list for my holiday in my community tab. I believe it's like about 18 cards out of the 200 card set. I believe that's about what it is, just so everybody knows. Hunter Busher, hey everybody, how you doing there, Hunter? Thanks for popping into the stream here. We're going to get rolling pretty quick here. It looks like my computers are actually working good today. So we will do that. We'll go through our content. We'll go through the advertisement stage. Yeah, I'll do that every day when we start to stream. We're going to do Carl Hubbell today for our Hall of Fame Friday and our Fairfield Friday from Lawkin, which gets him another 5 entries. Every time I open up a box of Fairfield product from Jason, he gets 5 entries into the monthly giveaway. So that takes care of that real quick thing on what I'll be doing every day. Again, no baseball game unless there's a super chat. If we get a super chat, any super chats will automatically get you entries into the baseball game, and it will get you entries into the end of month giveaway. So that is a bonus of giving super chats. You should be able to see in the little donation. Oh, that's just for monetization. Oh, that's just my note. Okay. Boom. We've got, so far, we've got, how many people we got watching here according to Streamlabs? We got 5 viewers and 5 thumbs up, so we're doing pretty good. We're on the board here with 5 thumbs up and 5 people watching. Let me refresh the chat real quick here. We'll get everybody into, let's see, who was the very first here? I believe it was LAWKIN99 right at 201. So 206 we will finish our 5-minute early birds. Alright. Hi everybody. Hello, Unky Don. Lawkin, Bernie, fist bumps around from Big Ray, Hunter fist bump. God is great. God is great. God is great. Hey everyone, Hunter, Chuck Dupree, Titus. God is great. Chuck, Big Ray. Alright, one more minute. Let me get ready to end the early bird entries. Okay. So don't forget to Shohei Ohtani, strike the like button. There we go. Thanks, Sarah. Titus, appreciate that. We got one more minute. As soon as my computer hits 206, we will end the early bird entries. No stragglers after I hit the return button, that's for sure. No more stragglers like before. Okay, you have to be in the first 5 minutes of the live stream to get the early bird, the free early bird entries. Alright, we do have 206, so I am going to hit the enter button here real quick. Sorry about my thumb showing up there. Get this back here. Get on the live stream here, and we'll go through our commercial break real quick, and then I'll log everybody in that made it in for the early bird. Donald Blomdahl, you missing a lot of Mariner cards? Am I missing a lot of Mariner cards? I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't know if I can go there while I'm live with you guys or not. But just go to my community tab. You'll see the latest post I put up there. And I will always take off posts that don't need to stay up there. So if you see something in my community tab, it's some sets I'm probably working on, trying to finish up, and things of that nature. When things get slow and stuff, I'll go through and probably poke around on eBay and see if I can find some at decent prices. But a lot of times it's easier to try and find them on your own instead of spending a couple of bucks for an inexpensive base card. Okay, so with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and go through the commercial break here, the new 2023 Patreon tiers. These new tiers are repack boxes of your favorite PC team or teams. Limit of 2 teams per Patreon. If you want, you can either have your favorite team or your favorite 2 teams, however you want to do it. Okay, but a $10.99 Fairfield, which is a Fairfield in disguise, a repacked Fairfield with your favorite team, and a pack of cards. $14.99's blaster box contains 3 packs of unopened cards. And then $24.99 for a mega box contains 5 packs of unopened cards. And then one of the other things I do have to do is work on replenishing my packs if we want to continue these Patreon tiers in 2024. I'd be willing to keep continuing with the ones that we have, the Fairfield, the Blaster, the Mega. I might have to bump the price up just a little bit more because of the cost of postage going up also. But for now, I'm going to try and leave them there as long as I can. Once the postage gets more expensive, like the mega box a lot of times has to go priority mail, which it can go in an envelope, which is about $9.95 I think, or $8.95 for a priority flat rate envelope. But then the monster box always has to go priority mail, but that's under $20, so that's still fairly reasonable. I'm still making about 30 some dollars after fee postage on that. But the monster box contains a Fairfield, a Blaster, and a Mega, and a lot of times what I'll do is I'll fill the box up because it doesn't matter how much weight goes into a priority package. You can fit as much as you can fit in the bag or the box or whatever you're using. Every box contains a sticker certified packing and a guaranteed hit in every box. So that is our Patreon commercial right there. I'm going to scooch this over just a little bit so you can still see it there. I'm going to turn this sideways just so you do know we are at 243 entries for this 3rd day of November. So we didn't make it to the 300 tier. So that means we still have 2 prizes available for the end of November so far, but that will continue as we go through the month. Alright. So yeah, just go to my community tab there and you will see that. I know Jason asked about that the other day, and I can't remember if Bernie really asked about it, but I know he likes to check and see what I'm looking for my PC collection and my completing sets for my binders. But to start off with, LAWKIN99's, he's going to get actually, I'm going to put them together. 5 plus the 2 gives you 7 entries so far today, Jason. Oh, and I did do these yesterday. Got everything else crossed off. Yep, okay. So 7 for Lawkin. Next was Bernie H. Bernie H gets a 2 plus. Gets a 2 plus for Bernie. Alright, Hunter Busher. Hunter Busher gets a 2 plus. I put the plus there so that way it tells me you made it here in the early bird. Okay, so Big Ray's ball cards gets a 2 plus. Alright, Big Ray, God is Great's in here with Hey Don, Big Ray, Bernie, Lawkin. God is Great with a 2 plus. Chuck Dupree with a 2+. Okay. God is great, God is great. Chuck Dupree, big race ball cards. Right? God is great. Then I did the end, Don Blom, Dragon Fan 10. Do you need any 2023 update cards? I don't even know if I start. Let me just check my binders real quick. I don't think I did. I need a whole set. I don't think I did the update cards. I don't believe I got it. Let me check here real quick. The only thing I really did for 2023 tops is just the base set and the I don't even think they came out with Topps Chrome. Did they come out with Topps Chrome 2023? I don't even know. I don't think I did any Topps 2023 Chrome, but I would need almost a whole set. But I'm not planning on collecting the updates. I don't do all the update sets. I did back in the day, and I had updates for Topps back in the day. But other than that, let me read through all the ones that made it into the early bird. Remember, again, if you do get in here late after the early bird, you can always give a super chat. It gives you double the chances, so you get, it helps my channel out when I get a super chat, but it also will give you entries. So if you do a $2 super chat, you get 2 entries in the November giveaway, plus you get 2 bats at the baseball game. If you give a $5 super chat, you will get 5 entries in the November giveaway, and then you'll also get 5 at bats. Okay, so that's how we'll do that. So again, unlimited super chats, as much as you want to do, that's fine, but I'm not saying you have to. I'm going to get crap load. I was going to send you a bunch if you need them. I'm going to get a crap load. I was going to send you a bunch if you needed them. Oh, I mean, I would collect a set if somebody wanted to send me one. Did you get the cards I sent you, by the way, Dragon Fan Tim, for some of the ones you were looking for earlier that I did find some of? Hopefully you did, but let me go through the list real quick here so we can continue on and get into our trivia, and then our Carl Hubbell, and then our Fairfield Friday. So we get into our content. We're 15 minutes into the show already. So I got Bernie H., Big Ray, Chuck Dupree, God is Great, Hunter Buscher, and LAWKIN99. Did I miss anybody that made it in before the 5 minutes were up? I don't believe I did. Are you missing a lot of Mariner cards? Still not here. Cards in my car with our Posada is here now. Dragon Fan Tim is here. Yes, I got them Saturday. Oh, you got a... Oh, okay. Alright, just wanted to make sure. So there we go. We got the early birds in. Now we're going to move into our trivia phase. Go through this part of our content next. Alright, and then when we get done with this, I'll move this out of the way. If we get any points. There's no points for today's historical present. But I'm going to read through it so we can do November, and then we do have a trivia for the weekend that we'll be going through. So, the baseball birthdays for today, Friday, November 3rd, 2023, are Bob Feller, Ken Holtzman, Dwight Evans, and Bob Welch. The historical present is stated as follows. On April 15, 1968, the Mets and Astros played the longest scoreless game in baseball history. The Astros won 1-0 in the bottom of the 24th inning. With bases full and Bob Aspromonte batting, shortstop Al Weiss let a potential double play grounder go through his legs. The 6-hour, 6-minute game beginning at 7:31 p.m. and ending at 1:37 a.m. commenced with 9 shutout frames from the Astros' Don Wilson and 10 from the Mets' Tom Seaver. The Mets used 8 pitchers, the Astros 5. The Astros public relations crew enjoyed the marathon tilt. We hope you're enjoying tonight's 3rd game as much as you did the first 2. I guess 18 innings would have been 2 full games, but they went 24 innings. Wow. We hope you're enjoying tonight's 3rd game as much as you did the first 2. Read the message on the scoreboard in the top of the 20th inning. Oh, read the message on the scoreboard in the top of the 20th inning. So that's pretty cool. The longest scoreless game in baseball history. So they went scoreless until the 24th inning. That's pretty awesome. All right, now we've got, oh, don't forget, by the way, tomorrow, or when you go to bed, that's what I usually do on Saturday night for the daylight savings time is on Sunday. So Sunday at 2 a.m., you want to turn your clock back an hour. So don't forget this weekend to turn your clock back an hour, or you might be late for things, or you might be early. I can't remember which way that goes for sure. I always get confused. I always, mid-afternoon or evening before I go to bed, I always turn my clocks back an hour. I have a grandfather clock. I can't go backwards, but I can turn it off, and then an hour later, start the pendulum again. So that's what I usually do. I do a countdown on my watch for the 1 hour mark, and then when the alarm goes off, I know to go start the grandfather clock again, so I don't have, because you don't wind a grandfather clock backwards. You'll break it. So, all right, our Saturday birthdays for tomorrow, the 4th of November, are Bobby Wallace, Dick Grote, Carlos Baerga, and Eric Karros. And then our birthdays for Sunday, daylight savings time, are Johnny Damon, Javi Lopez, Lloyd Mosby, and Richie Scheinblum. Okay? Again, don't forget Sunday daylight savings time ends at 2 a.m. So at 2 a.m. you got to move your clock back an hour to 1 a.m. So you get an extra hour of sleep. You lose an hour in the spring, you gain that hour back in the fall, unless they eventually down the road just do away with daylight savings time. We're the only ones in the world that do this anyway. It's about time to stop it. Stop the nonsense. All right, but streets and feats. So let me get in the chat here. What's up, everyone? Aaron, how you doing? Turn them back and leave them alone from now on. Exactly. I agree with you, Dragon Fan Tim, and anybody else that's in agreement. It doesn't need to take place anymore. It used to be for farmers so they get a little bit longer daylight in the summertime. But then it gets really dark early in the wintertime. When we turn the clocks back, it's going to get dark an hour earlier. Tim, what are you wondering? All right, so let me get this ready here in the chat. I will hit enter when I want you to start guessing. So again, there's only one answer. Whoever gets the answer correct first will get 5 entries in the November giveaway. So anybody is eligible for answering the question on our daily trivias that we do on the channel. Streaks and feats. Alright, there's one answer out of the 4 choices, and you just have to choose the correct player. Name the first player to play 162 games in 6 straight years. Is it A, Billy Williams? Is it B, Lou Gehrig? Is it C, Cal Ripken Jr.? Or is it D, Steve Garvey? Streaks and feats. Name the first player to play 162 games in 6 straight years. Again, was it A. Billy Williams, B. Lou Gehrig, C. Cal Ripken Jr., or D. Steve Garvey? Start your guessing now. Jay's Mix in the house. How you doing there, Jay's Mix? Thanks for popping in here. Name the first player to play 162 games in 6 straight years. A. Billy Williams, B. Lou Gehrig, C. Cal Ripken Jr., or D. Steve Garvey? Jay's Mix got it right. My bad, man. I barely do anything anymore. Just busy bee. First time I've made it in Donald's stream in weeks. Laugh out loud. Oh, that's no problem, Aaron. I know people get busy, especially when they're back to work. All right. So the answer is A, whom Jay's Mix got it correct first. So Jay's Mix, I think I gotta add you on here. No, Jay's Mix. I got Jay's Mix here. You're still in here, Jay, because you've been a regular through the channel, that's for sure. So you've got 5 entries in the November giveaway. Oh, you want me to give it to Bernie? You want me to give your win to Bernie? I don't mind sending you something up into Canada. That's not a big problem. But you sure you want to do that, Big Ray? I mean, Jay's Mix? Please give my wins to Bernie. Well, I'll just give the entries then to him. Let me just cross you off here, and I'll give 5 to Bernie. So that'll be a +5 for Bernie. Thanks there, Jay's Mix. You're awesome there. Okay. So let me, and then we'll have an oddities on Monday and a trivia on Tuesday, Election Day. Just in case you're wondering. I've got a dentist appointment on Election Day. Good thing I already voted. So the question was, name the first player to play 162 games in 6 straight years. Everybody might have guessed Cal Ripken Jr., but he broke the record for longevity in how many games he played in. So the answer was A. The Cubs' steady but unsung left fielder suited up for 1,117 straight games. He began his streak on September 22nd, 1963, and kept it going nearly 7 years later until September 2nd, 1970. He played 162 games in 1964, 164 and 65, 162 and 66, 162 and 67, 163 in 1968, and 163 in 1969. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in his sixth year of eligibility in 1987. So that's pretty cool there, Jay's Mix, and thanks for donating those entries to Bernie H. I'm sure he appreciates that very much. So let me set this on the sidebar here, and we will get into our Hall of Fame player for today, which is Carl Hubbell. Carl Hubbell is our Hall of Famer today. I don't have any cards on him. We will have one coming up soon at the end of the H's. So Carl Hubbell, New York National League, 1928 to 1943. Hailed for impressive performance in the 1934 All-Star Game when he struck out Ruth, Gehrig, Fox, Simmons, and Cronin in succession. Nicknamed Giants' meal ticket, won 253 games in majors, scoring 16 straight in 1936. Compiled a streak of 46 1/3 scoreless innings in 1933 and is the holder of many records. Okay. Alright, so let me get over here. We'll get into Carl Hubbell's. Boy, that's a tongue twister. Say that 5 times really fast. Carl Hubbell, Carl Hubbell, Carl Hubbell, Carl Hubbell, Carl Hubbell, Carl Hubbell. Did I say it 5 or 6? I don't know. I'm killing time while my computer catches up to me. Let me get a sip of water real quick and we'll get into Carl Hubbell's biography. Alright. Actually, I don't know why I closed it. I'll leave it. Well, I'll leave it closed a little bit so I don't spill something all over the place. Alright. So Carl Owen Hubbell, born June 22nd, 1903. Passed away November 21st, 1988, nicknamed the Meal Ticket and King Carl. Was an American Major League Baseball player. He was a pitcher for the New York Giants of the National League from 1928 to 1943 and remained on the team's payroll for the rest of his life, long after their move to San Francisco. Twice voted the National League's most valuable player, Hubbell was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1947. During 1936 and 1937, Hubbell set the Major League record for consecutive wins by a pitcher with 24. He is perhaps the best remembered for his performance in the 1934 All-Star Game when he struck out 5 future Hall of Famers: Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Al Simmons, and Joe Cronin, in succession. Hubbell's primary pitch was the screwball. As far as his early years, Hubbell was born in Carthage, Missouri, to Margaret Dell Neapup and George Owen Hubbell, and was one of 7 children. He was raised in Meeker, Oklahoma, where he attended Meeker High School. After graduating from high school, Hubbell worked for an oil company and played for their baseball team, which encouraged him to play professionally. For his professional career in the minor leagues, Hubbell began his baseball career in the Oklahoma State League. In 1923 and 1925, he went 17-13 with the Oklahoma City Indians of the Western League with his trademark screwball. As a result, he was signed by the Detroit Tigers and was invited to spring training in 1926. However, pitching coach George McBride and player manager Ty Cobb wanted him to scrap the screwball due to fears of injuries. For the rest of spring training, without his pitch, Hubbell was ineffective. He was sent to the Toronto Maple Leafs in the International League before he started the season and was forbidden from throwing the screwball. Without his signature pitch, Hubbell went a mediocre 7-7 on a championship team and was demoted to the Decatur Commodores of the Illinois-Indiana-Iowa League after spring training in 1927. And then, despite a 14-7 record, the Tigers didn't invite him back for 1928, and he was sent to the Beaumont Exporters of the Texas League. Hubbell was so fed up by this time that he told Beaumont manager Claude Robinson that he would retire and go into the oil business unless he was sold to another organization by the end of the season. Years later, he said that being unloaded by the Tigers was the best thing that ever happened to him. Hubbell's break came that June when Giants and scout Dick Kinsella decided to take in a game between Hubbell's Exporters and the Houston Buffs. While in Houston for the 1928 Democrat National Convention, he had not planned on doing any scouting, but was impressed by Hubbell. Kinsella called Giants manager John McGraw and mentioned that he knew of Hubbell's release by Detroit, prompted in part by Cobb's concerns about his screwball. McGraw replied that Christy Mathewson had a screwball, a fadeaway as it was called in his time, and it did not seem to affect his arm. Kinsella followed Hubbell for a month and was still impressed. The New York Giants in 1928 to 1943. Hubbell would go 10-6 on his first major league season and would pitch the entire career for the Giants. With a slow delivery of his screwball, Hubbell recorded 5 consecutive 20-win seasons for the Giants in 1933 through 1937 and helped his team to 3 National League pennants and the 1933 World Series title. In the 1933 World Series, he won 2 complete game victories, including an 11-inning 2-1 triumph in the Game 4. The run was unearned. In 6 career series starts, he went 4-2 with 6 strikeouts and a low 1.79 earned run average. Hubbell finished his career with a 253-154 record, 1,677 strikeouts, and 724 walks. 36 shutouts, a 2.98 ERA in 3,590 and a third innings pitched. As a hitter, Hubbell posted a 191 batting average, 246 for 1288 with 95 runs, 30 doubles, 4 home runs, and 100 RBIs, and 33 bases on balls. In 6 World Series appearances, he batted .211, 4 for 19 with 1 run and 1 RBI. Defensively, he recorded a .967 fielding percentage. Hubbell won 24 consecutive decisions between 1936 and 1937, the longest such streak ever recorded in Major League history. He was twice named National League MVP in 1933 and 1936. First unanimous MVP pick in 1936. He led the league with wins 3 times in 1933. 23, 1936, 26, and 1927, 22. Hubbell led the league in ERA 3 times in 1933 with a 1.66, 1934 with a 2.30, and 1936 with a 2.31. He led the league in innings pitched in 1933 with 308. He led the league in strikeouts and he led the leagues in saves in 1934, 8 retroactively credited. He compiled a streak of 46 1/3 scoreless innings and 4 shutouts in 1933. He pitched a no-hitter against the Pittsburgh Pirates 11-0, May 8, 1929. He pitched an 18-inning shutout against the St. Louis Cardinals 1-0, July 2nd of 1933. In its 1936 World Series cover story about Lou Gehrig and Carl Hubbell, Time depicted the Fall Classic that year between crosstown rivals, the Giants and the Yankees. Hubbell was released at the end of the 1943 season. He had posted a 4-4 record that year, marking the only time he did not record double-digit wins. However, the Giants owner Horace Stoneman immediately appointed him as Director of Player Development, a post he held for 35 years. During that time, he lived in Haworth, New Jersey. He continued to live there after the Giants left New York. The last 10 years of his life were spent as a Giants scout. At the time of his death, he was one of the last New York Giants still active in some capacity in baseball. Excuse me. The last player from the McGraw era who was still active in the game, and one of the last living members of the franchise from McGraw's time. His All-Star Game record: in the 1934 All-Star Game, he played at the Polo Grounds. Hubbell produced one of baseball's most memorable moments by striking out future Hall of Famers in succession: Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Al Simmons, and Joe Cronin. This happened in an era where the strikeout was far less common than today and was regarded as an undesirable outcome for hitters. Not merely an acceptable byproduct of swinging for the fences, in 1984, the 50th anniversary of the legendary performance, Hubbell was on hand for the 1984 All-Star Game at San Francisco's Candlestick Park to throw out the first pitch, which was a screwball. As far as his personal life, Hubbell was married to Lucille Sue Harrington in 1905 to 1967. From 1930 until her death, they had two children, Carl Jr., born 1936, and James Carl Jr. Had a brief career in the lower minor leagues and later was a career officer in the United States Marine Corps. Hubbell suffered a stroke while driving near his home in Mesa, Arizona on November 21, 1988. That caused him to lose control of his car and crash into a lamppost. He was taken to the hospital in Scottsdale, where he died of blunt force injuries later that day. He is interred at Meeker New Hope Cemetery in Meeker, Oklahoma. His death came exactly 30 years after that of his teammate Mel Ott, who likewise died from an automobile accident. As far as baseball honors, Hubbell was a 9-time All-Star, having been honored each year from 1933 through 1938, and then again from 1940 to 1942. In 1999, he ranked number 45 in the Sporting News list of the 100 greatest baseball players and was a nominee for the Major League Baseball All-Century team. Hubbell was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1947. He was the National League player to have his number 11 retired. He was the first National League player to have his number 11 retired. His number is posted on the facing of the upper deck in the left field corner at Oracle Park. In 1981, Hubbell received the Golden Plate Award of the American Academy of Achievement. Hubbell appeared as himself in the movie Big Leaguer and was one of the players mentioned in the poem Line Up for Yesterday by Ogden Nash. Line up for yesterday, you would be Hubbell if Carl were a Cockney. We say Hubbell and baseball like football and Rockney. Ogden Nash, Sport Magazine, January 1949. So there you have it. There's a recap real quick, and then we'll finish up Carl Hubbell's biography, and then I'll give you a quick heads up on who our next four are going to be for next week. Okay, so we got Carl Hubbell. Again, he was a pitcher, born June 22nd, 1903. Carthage, Missouri, in the United States. He died November 21st, 1988, at the age of 85 in Scottsdale, Arizona. He batted right, threw left. His MLB debut was July 26, 1928, for the New York Giants. His last MLB appearance was August 24, 1943, for the New York Giants. His win-loss record was 253 wins, 154 losses. His earned run average 2.98, and strikeouts 1,677. Again, he spent his whole career with the New York Giants in 1928 through 1943. He was in 9 All-Star games, 1933 to 38, 1940 to 42. World Series champion in 1933, 2 times National League MVP in 33 and 36, 3 times National League wins leader, 33, 36, and 37, 3 times MLB era leader in 1933, 34, and 36, a National League strikeout leader in 1937, pitched a no-hitter on May 8th, 1929, and again played with the San Francisco Giants. And Then they retired his jersey, number 11, out in the outfield. Alright, so there you have it. Carl Hubbell, our Hall of Fame Friday candidate for today. Alright, let me check my list really quick here, and I'll tell you that the 4 coming up for next week will be, we're going to do Huggins, Miller, Holbert, and Catfish Hunter. No, not Hubble. We just did Hubble. Oh yeah, we're gonna get, and then we'll finish with Monty Irvin. He's the only one with a last name of I. And then we'll be jumping into the J's. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 J's. So there we go. We've got Miller Huggins, William Holbert, and James A. Catfish Hunter for next week. So that'll be the lineup for next week. Okay? Actually, let me do this real quick and mark him off here so I don't forget. Hubble is done. Alright. Okay. Put that back there. And we will get ready. We'll put this up here real quick. Back over to our stream. Cards in my card days mix. Hunter was overrated. Yes, he is Hunter. We are done. Big race ball card. He's from Carthage, Missouri. There we go. I think he wants one from Minnesota soon. Alright, so Jason's up next with our next Fairfield Friday in the mix here. We're doing pretty good. We got 15 minutes. We can get through this box in that time. Keep us to about the hour. Okay, let's see what the manufacture date of this Fairfield happens to be when they, or it's not a manufacture date, but when they packaged it. How's that sound? Okay, we've got this one is another May 2023. May 2023. So they put the dates on the bottom of these. So if you open up from the box bottom, that's the best way to do it, and that's the easiest way to do a repack. Okay, we've got that. Put that off to the side. We've got a 1992 score. A 1992 score. Isn't that the one I'm trying to build? I wonder if I can find some cards that we need for my set. That would be pretty cool. Uh-oh. I think we got some. Oh, we got some All-Star Game cards that I can add to my set. I guess that's one thing to look forward to here. For the most part. Just getting those All-Star cards here. Let me set that there. I think that's the... Isn't that the score set I'm working on? I've got it right down here real quick. Wasn't it 1992 score that we're working on? It was 1992. No, 1993 Upper Deck. That's the one I'm working on. The 1993 Upper Deck. I don't know if I have a 92 score. But anybody know what kind of good rookies we can find in this one? In that pack? Maybe we'll find those. But we will do that last. We'll keep the pack for last. So we've got Hunter Pence here for San Francisco for the All-Star Game. And we've got Jonathan Villar with the Miami Marlins. And that is a 2020 card. This one is a 2017 All-Star card. Then we got an Edwin Encarnacion. Oh, let me zoom in here for the kids in Japan. There we go. A little bit bigger now. Edwin Encarnacion with the White Sox. Followed by our next Justin Upton All-Star 2017. Then we got a Len Dykstra with the New York Mets. We've got a Tim Anderson opening day for the Chicago White Sox. And we've got a Rafael Devers with the Red Sox. Mickey Hatcher with the Dodgers. Tim Lauder with the Minnesota Twins. Then we've got Al Nipper with the Red Sox. Jesse Barfield with the Blue Jays. Shout out to Jays Mix there. If he's still hanging out, I don't know for sure. Who do we got next here? James Baldwin with the White Sox. Aurora. That's a pretty cool looking card. It's got two pictures of him on the front and then one on the back here. Kind of like a sepia style. Awesome there. I don't know if I've ever seen that set. Aurora. Alright, then we've got a 1990 Upper Deck Rob Dibble. A Rick Cerone. Rick Cerone with the New York Yankees. Marty Barrett with the Red Sox. Jeff Heathcock with the Astros. We got our first Seattle Mariners sighting. Edwin Nunez, pitcher for the Seattle Mariners. Okay. Alright, we got a Carlos Delgado here with the Toronto Blue Jays. Impact, Carlos Delgado. Here's some of the wood green ones. Pete Ladd with the Seattle Mariners. Here's another Mariner sighting. Pete O'Brien with the Rangers. Danny Heap with the Mets. Marquis Grissom. Marquis Grissom with the Montreal Expos 92 Fleer Ultra. Stan Belinda with the Pirates. Terry Kennedy with the Giants. Jay Buhner with the Seattle Mariners. Here's a newer Jay Buhner card, that's for sure. It was a 1996 Don Russ. Okay, Bill Sampson with the Expos. Then we've got Mike Henman with the Tigers. First Hall of Fame sighting. First Hall of Fame sighting. Alan Trammell. Alan Trammell with the Detroit Tigers. Not quite his rookie card. Probably his second year card for Trammell. Have to see when his rookie year is. The stats have more than one on there, so yeah, his rookie card's probably in the 80s sometime. Mike Witt with the Angels. Gary Wayne with the Twins. 81 Don Russ. John Fulgham. Star potential Curtis Goodwin with the Keys. Must be a Florida team. After much soul-searching, the product of inner-city Oakland took his act to the minor leagues, where he's driven. I don't know for sure, but cute, colorful card, that's for sure. Star potential. Les Lancaster with the Cubs. We got a Dickie Thon. It's a pretty cool-looking card. Good shape for 91 tops. Andy Baines, 90 score with the Padres. Charlie LeBrant with the Royals. Oh, there you go. Early 80s, if not farther back. There we go. Mike Walker with the Indians. We've got a Jay Cochran league leaders for the St. Louis Cardinals. Fleer. What year is this one? 1993 Fleer. Insert set, 6 of 20. Alright, Don Sutton. Let's see, Don Sutton. Sutton's a Hall of Famer, right? Yep, Don Sutton. Here's our second Hall of Famer sighting. Then we got Wally Shang. Wally Shang for a Sporting News Conlon collection. Shang, S-C-H. Not a Hall of Famer. Alright. Then we've got next is an electric diamond card. Pete Harnisch for the Astros. It's a pretty neat insert. We got Eric Show with the Padres. Then we've got Jose Uribe with the Giants. Mike Young, outfielder for the Orioles. Special K's record setters. David Cone ties the National League strikeouts record. That's with, I think, the Mets, yeah. John Moses with the Seattle Mariners. Another Mariner sighting. Dennis Eckersley, Hall of Famer. There's 3 Hall of Famers so far. Roberto Kelly with the Yankees. And Wade Boggs is our final All-Star for the Boston Red Sox. This must be an earlier card. I don't think it's a rookie per se. That's an All-Star card for Wade Boggs. So pretty cool there so far. So we got 4 Hall of Famers. Wade Boggs, Dennis Eckersley, Don Sutton, and Trammell. Boggs, Eckersley, Sutton, and Trammell. So that's 4 Hall of Famers. There we go. Leave it so you can see the 4 names there. Alright. So now we'll see what we get in the 1992 Major League Baseball Consumer Special. Series 1, 16 player cards per pack. I think it's been a while since I've opened up. I'm trying to think. 92 score. Can't think of what's in this one for sure. 1992. Who had rookies in 1992? It says it's Series 1. Series 1. Sorry about that. Big Race ball cards. That and 92 score series. We'll see. See what we can find in here. We got Jeff Gray with the Boston Red Sox. We got Darren Fletcher with the Phillies. We got Von Hayes with the Phillies. We got Heath Slocum with the Cubs. Luis Aquino with the Royals. Eric Plunk with the Yankees. Pedro Guerrero, but not the Vladimir Guerrero. Mark Knudsen with the Brewers. Lance Parrish with the Angels. Francisco Olivares with the Giants. Bob Welch with the A's. Franklin Stubbs with the Brewers. Paul O'Neill with the Reds. Jim Aker with the Blue Jays. Bill Duran with the Reds. And Ivan Calderon with the Expos. So nothing special whatsoever in that pack. I don't even know if we got any rookies in there. Did we get any rookies? Let me look at the back real quick. Nope. Nope. Heath Slocum with the Cubs is a rookie. Luis Aquino, Yankees Athletics. Pedro Guerrero, Dodgers, Cardinals, and the Cardinals. Mark Knudsen, Parrish, Oliveras. Blue Jays, Braves, Blue Jays, Reds, Astros, Reds. Yep, only the one rookie. One rookie in the bin. Perfect timing there. We're at almost the 58-minute mark, so we'll do the 2-minute warning to close up the stream. We'll do the 2-minute warning to close up the stream. These are our base cards. Those are our Seattle Mariners. Those are our Hall of Famers. That's an electric diamond. I'm going to set that one aside. Who's that for anyway? Houston Astros. Then the 2 All-Star cards. I'll put that in my All-Star set. See how many of those cards I get from the All-Star game set. Let me get in here real quick. Alright, start the end of stream, 2-minute warning. If you're here at the beginning, you get 2 at the end. If you're just here at the end, you get 1. Michael R. Heath. M.R. Heath. Dragon Gora. Michael R. Heath. Gets 1 entry for the end of stream. Alright, let me go 2 minutes here. When did I start again? 59:01. 3:01. We'll end the 2-minute warning. Right. I'll get up here. Jay's Mix. We'll get 1. Alright, Bernie H is here. Gives him 2. He was here at the beginning. Okay. Hunter Buescher gets a 2. Chuck Debris, Chuck gets a 2. Jay's Mix, already got ya. Big Ray gets a 2. And end the 2-minute warning. See you all Tuesday, okay? Have a wonderful weekend. I'll say my goodbye in just a second here. What do we got here? Michael R. Heath, Big Ray, Bernie, Michael R. Heath, Heath. God is Great's in the house. God is Great gets 2. And Michael R. Heath, Dragon Gora. Alright, so I got Bernie H., Big Ray, Chuck Dupree, God is Great, Hunter Busher, Jay's Mix, LAWKIN99, and Michael R. Heath. Okay, so we got everybody in here. Awesome, awesome. Pound, leave a comment, guys, on your way out. Spread the love. Yeah, go into some of my videos. Play a playlist if you get a chance. I need to get a little bit more watch hours so I can start getting people showing up on my channel. Alright, still at 1,340 strong so far. I've got 2,800 watch hours this year so far. Not a whole lot when you think the scheme of things. But you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. We will see you all on Tuesday with our next Hall of Fame biography. Okay? That's going to be the new thing. Going to grind and get through my Hall of Famers. That's my next goal. So intermingled within that and stuff, when we get family mail call packages, those will be shared. When I get new additions to my sets that I'm working on, those will be content in the channel. So we'll just keep rolling along here, but keep doing everything that we've got on the docket. So again, check out my community tab. You'll see the different sets I'm trying to finish up with what cards I need to finish the sets. And you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and we will see you all around the channel sometime, someplace, somewhere during the weekend. Alright? It's not just words, but be